itome
Jona soiko pesosu
ndagbetele o
Abo adokunwe
afale bigbe
Mama wesi zatempe Weke obibe olugbe oniwuzu Otoshi sana shiba konye sise
soko pe Shrika Saraswati
Saraswati Nidalei kundalini mekobito Nidavaluwe shikaki
Shoko pe
Avaluwe shimakati
Shrika
Avaluwe shimakati Teli duwe Shati Sasa hosi Nilita enuwe
Mataji makarajni Bakariya samudiyata Ninja balon shriya kola Traditional ngati dine Lavani baki priya Baki kanya samada yini Nera dara nirantana Asrinele pamani mala Tishkala kamani tiya Manira kara nira kola Nomija balo srini kona Shuko Shrikala
Sincero kurokoe
Srinishkala manishkama Niru papla vaditya mukha Manili karani ashraya Maniru taranishkarana Niru padi nirishwara Niragama nimada Nirahamkara Shrini Muhammadi mama Shrini papa ni samshaya Shoko pe Shrika
Sincero kurokoe
Nibavani vikalba Nirambada niranasha Shrinish kriyanish parigraha Shrinish tulani lashikora Nirapaya nirajaya Machaka janani sukha prada Karuna mafate Mama ya mahamaya Mahabata kanashini Mahashaki maharati Shoko pe Shrenga pe Masana Sri Bhagavati Rakshakari Rakshasagani Parameshwari Manike Yavana Punya Lavya Yasitya Rupa Parashaki Guru Pati Kakiri Yali Shakti Mayokada Sukara Jamalaja Subhata Sulabhakati Sasitanana Rupini Esho Kope Sri Kalabe Bakari Mashandika Trigonatica Shimakati Chana Rotini Paramano Pasama Triti Ramata Trikamira Bhagavita Shiva Prasadin Sudasoti Samatara Vishwagrasa
Om Namo Namaha. I'm watching. Good morning, Akwaba. You're welcome. Dear family, good morning. Welcome to our morning meditation on behalf of Ghana. Let us settle down and start off the morning letting go thing that's still with us. Normally at this hour, that's very easy to do. Let's raise our kundalini, put ourselves in bandhan, and feel our sahasrara emitting the vibrations of sweet love.
Jai Shri Mataji, dear family, please bear with us. There's a little bit of a noise going on. It's a technical issue. So we will try to resolve it as we go along. Thank you. Jai Shri Mataji.
So I believe as we speak, there is some feedback, an echo, and some sound, high pitched sounds. We welcome you, echo, and high pitched sounds, and all techniques. You're welcome. Just remember.
I will play some music in the meantime, some sitar music, if that's okay, Sister Hyacinth, and while we try to resolve it on your side.
Okay.
Thanks.
Shri Mataji.
Shri Mataji.
Shri Mataji, we bow to you. And we ask for your grace, your forgiveness, and your encouragement. And in today's meditation, we wish to absorb the grace that is you within us, the power of forgiveness that is you within us, and the power of divine encouragement that is you within us. Sri Mahakali Puja took place in Benin, and the ripples of joy were felt all over the world, all over. Shri Mataji, we thank you for your on the whole continent of Africa. We thank you for the grace of Sri Saraswati, who in our Sahaj knowledge we know is represented by the day Wednesday. Wednesday is the day you took your birth, Shri Mataji. Wednesday is the day you took Mahasamadhi. Thank you for giving us this day, Shri Mataji. this morning, for the tireless work that she does to inform us, to guide us, and to protect us of our inner state. We do this with the Bija mantras.
So who is the Muladhara?
Who is the Muladhara? He is the Mother Earth, made from Mother Earth. That's the essence. Then the Bhurva is the whole Antariksha, means the whole universe, the creation of material things. Material, like all the planets and things. Then the third one, I said, was Swaha, the Nabi, is a consumption. Swadha is that is the fire thing. Fire principle is the consumption part. Swadha is the sustenance. Swadha. There are two things in the Nabi chakra. Swadha is the one by which you sustain the dharma. So that's the two essences. One is Swaha, by which you consume everything, like the Agni Tattva means like the fire principle, and Swadha is the principle of the water which you sustain. Then Mana. Mana is the emotions. The center, heart, is Mana. Emotions. Then Jana means the people, is the collective. So I said also Swami, Samuhik means collective. Jana, that you contact people. Jana means people. Then Tapasa. Tapasa means, or Tapasya, means penance. That is Christ. You work with the penance. And made out of the principle of, oh I'm sorry, I forgot to say that Jana is made in the principle of Vayu, ether. Then comes this is made with the Vayu, means the air. The Mana is made with the air, Vayu. Right? And then comes the Tapasa is with the light. And then Sat is the light. That's it. So I have given the essences, I will be the nature, the essential nature of the chakras, and also how it is created. From what essence it is created.
Muladhara chakra.
Bhu, 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 Atma Tattva. Bhu, 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 Atma Tattva. भू 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 आत्म तत्व। भू 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 आत्म तत्व।
Svadhisthana chakra.
भूर्व 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 अंतरिक्ष। भूर्व 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 अंतरिक्ष। भूर्व 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 अंतरिक्ष। भूर्व 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 अंतरिक्ष। भूर्व 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 अंतरिक्ष।
Nabhi chakra.
स्वाहा स्वाहा स्वधा। अग्नि तत्व जल तत्व। 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 स्वाहा स्वाहा स्वधा। अग्नि तत्व जल तत्व।
Anahata chakra.
मना 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 मना
Vishuddhi chakra.
जना जना सामूहिक सामूहिक तत्व। 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 जना जना सामूहिक सामूहिक तत्व
Agnya Chakra.
तपसा तपसा तेज तत्व प्रकाश तत्व 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 तपसा तपसा तेज तत्व प्रकाश तत्व
Sahasrara Chakra.
सत्य सत्य विराट विराट 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 सत्य सत्य विराट विराट
Vishwamataji. Thank you, Carlos. Thank you, Pastor Lee, for trying to organize this sound better. I hope you all can hear better now that there's no echo. Thank you, Shumataji, for the Bija mantras, for helping us to put our attention, which is powerful, which is auspicious, which is connected to the all-pervading divine love of this entire universe. Thank you for setting us up for peace. Thank you, Sri Ganesha, for removing all obstacles. No matter the interference, your attention is constantly on us, Shumataji. We want to establish ourselves as worthy of your attention. With the palm of our hand, we can just press the top of our head, Sasrara. If it's on the heart, it's okay. We're just going to put our attention there. Feel the skin, the palm of our hand, touching the skin of our head or our hair. And we're just going to rotate, massage gently and firmly. Vishwamataji, make me auspicious. Make every cell, every pore emanate the fragrance of pure knowledge, of creativity, and of deep love for myself and for the entire world. May I know that this self is a container for my spirit, and I honor myself, and I allow my spirit to emanate through all I say and do, and all the time, all that we are. And in this state, I hope we have time to listen to Shumataji, 1983, an extract from the Saraswati Puja, Saraswati Puja.
With love, all kinds of creative action takes place. You see how Raul Bhai has love for me. And in this place, we all also got new ideas of creating a beautiful thing. And as love will increase, your creativity will develop. So the basis of all creativity of Saraswati is love. If there is no love, there is no creativity. It's even in the deeper sense. If you see people who have created All the scientific things are also out of love for the masses, not for themselves. Nobody has produced anything for themselves. If they make something for themselves, it has to become for universal use, otherwise it has no meaning. Even if you say atom bomb and all these things are created from science, they are also very protective. If they had not created those, people would not have taken out their minds from war. Now nobody can think of having a big war. Of course they are having cold wars, but that also will gradually stop when they will be fed up of it. So all the activity on the right hand side of Saraswati basically has to end up in love, starts with love and ends up in love. Whichever does not end up in love coils up and finishes up. It just disappears. So you can see that even matter which is not used for love just finishes up. The basis has to be love. Otherwise all such matter that we create, which has angularity, which is not fitting into the mass media, which is not appealing to the masses. Of course, it takes time. We have seen that it takes time. But it has that tendency always to disappear in the thin air as soon as you find it does not appeal to the masses. Now this love that we talk of, this great love of God we talk of, we know that it for definite through vibrations. People do not have vibrations, but still they can feel the vibrations in a very unconscious way. All the great paintings of the world have vibrations. All the great creative works of the world have vibrations. Only those who have vibrations have been sustained by time. Otherwise all other things are destroyed. There must have been monuments and horrible statues and horrible things that have been created long time back, but were all destroyed by nature and they could not stand the impact of the Kala, that is the destructive power of time. So all that is sustaining, all that is nurturing, all that is ennobling comes from this sense of love which is within us, very much developed, but within others also who are not yet realized. Ultimately the whole world has to realize that one has to go to that ultimate love of God, otherwise it has no meaning. Now you have seen in art, people have taken to other methods of appealing to people by using cheap things and very vulgar things, just to make people think that this is art. But this will all disappear. It cannot sustain the impact of the time, as I told you. It cannot, because the time will kill it. All these things have to disappear. And already you can see the result, how things are changing everywhere, even in the West. So there is no need to be so much disappointed with the West and to say that the Western world is a wasteland. It is going to be all right, and it has to be done. Especially it has done a lot of puja of Saraswati, I should say, in the West. Much more that they have done in India, because they have gone to learning, they have tried to find out so many things. But only thing they forgot that it is a goddess of learning. Everything comes from the goddess, that's what they've forgotten. And that's why all the problems have been created. If there is no spirit in your learning, if there is no source of the goddess in your learning, then it is absolutely useless. If they had realized that there is the spirit that is working it out, they would not have gone that far. And that's what I was warning the Indians all through, that you are now taking to industrial revolution in a way. And to avoid all the complications of industrial revolution, you must try to know the spirit. If you do not know the spirit, you will have the same problems as these people have, because they are also human beings, you are also human beings. You will go the same way, at random you will run, and there will be problems, the same problems as the Western people have suffered. Now, Saraswati's blessings are so many that one cannot describe in such a short time. And the Surya has given us so many powers that it is impossible to tell them even in one lecture, even in 10 lectures. But how we go against Surya and how we go against Saraswati while doing the worship of Saraswati is to be seen very clearly within ourselves. For example, the Western people are very fond of Surya because they have no Surya with them. But they go too far with it, as you know, and create complications within themselves of Surya. But the main thing that one has to achieve through Surya is the light within. Is the light within. And if Surya chakra at the Agya level is occupied by Lord Jesus Christ, then it is even more essential that the purity of life, what we call niti, is the morality of life. The morality itself has become very much sort of an argument in the West. People don't have any sense of absolute morality. On vibrations, of course, you know. But they have gone all against it. Those who are the worshippers of Jesus, those who are the worshippers of the Surya, of the Saraswati, have all gone against the powers of Surya, just disobeying it. Because you cannot be a Surya if you do not have a proper sense of morality and holiness. The Surya itself brings light. You see everything clearly. So many qualities Surya has got. It dries up everything that is wet, dirty, filthy. It dries up all these places which create parasites. But so many parasites are created in the West. Not only parasites, but there are horrible cuts and horrible things which have come into those countries, which is supposed to be full of light. And in that darkness, they exist. Darkness about their spirit, darkness about their own knowledge, and darkness about love. These three things have taken over in the places where you are supposed to love light. Light doesn't mean what you see with your gross eyes. Light means from within, the light of love. That one should understand. Light of love. And it's so soothing, it's so sweet, it's so beautiful, it's so enamoring, it's so abounding that unless and until you can feel that light within you, that light which is of pure love, of purity, pure relationships, pure understanding, if you can develop that kind of a light within yourself, then the whole thing will be cleansed. Wash me and I shall be whiter than snow. This is what happens to you when you are completely cleansed. The purest form of nature is within us. The purest form of nature is within us. Our chakras are made out of that purest form of nature. We are the only people who are spoiling it by our mental thinking. Again, the same Saraswati's work. We are going against Saraswati itself. Saraswati cleanses all that is impure in nature, while with our brain activity we are spoiling all that. All our brain activity goes against pure intelligence. And that's what one has to understand, that this pure intelligence is not to be soiled by our thinking. Our thinking can make us so bumptious, so ego-oriented, so impure, that we can really eat the poison and say, what's wrong? Just the opposite of Saraswati. If Saraswati Vidina is within us, she gives us Subuddhi, wisdom. And that's why to worship Saraswati, to worship Surya, we must have that clear vision as to what we have to be, what we are doing, what filth we are living in, what our mind is getting into. After all, we are here for emancipation and not for just pampering our ego and living with our filth that is with us. So this light should come within us and we should try to rise above our own mental filth which is being created around us. Apart from that, you have to go higher and understand that there is within us a thing called ego. And this ego is false, absolute false. You do not do anything. Actually, when you turn your eyes here and there, when your attention is here and there, it's nothing but your ego is trying to overpower everything. But actually, ego is an absolute falsehood, because there's only one ego, and that is of God Almighty, Mahat Ahankara. There is no really any ego that exists. It's a myth, it's a very big myth. Because if you start thinking, you are doing everything, you are doing this, you are doing that, which you are not doing, then this nonsensical ego comes in and you start working it out. It can project in every direction. When it projects forward, it overpowers others, it tries to dominate others, tries to kill others, becomes cruel. When it moves right side, it becomes supraconscious. It starts seeing things which are absurd, which are foolish, which are stupid. When it moves left side, then it starts seeing things, yourself as a big man, as a big Christ, or as a big Devi, or something. They are Adi Gurus and I am very great personality. That's left side. When it moves backwards, that's the dangerous one. When people become gurus, which are ruining other people. When the ego moves backwards, then they become gurus. They themselves have lots of defects in themselves, and they try to pull people into those horrible stuff which is described as absolute narka. That's how is the movement of ego on all the sides. Now, when people try to use their right vishuddhi, that is to talk about themselves, is the worst of all. Whatever type of ego you may have, if you start boasting about it and talking about it, that it encircles, thickens the walls of ego so much that it is impossible to penetrate into that, because that such a person is completely satisfied with himself and he believes that he is true. And once he starts believing into a nonsense like that, is an impossibility. It's an impossibility to penetrate. So when you boast about these things or you talk big, be careful. You see, you know what I am, but how many times do I say I am that? Even if I say once, it makes tremendous vibrations for you. But how many times do I say so? At the most, if you say something, I say, yes, but I don't say that. If I say it loudly, I don't know what may happen, the whole thing might be blasted with it. So, one has to understand that Mahat Ahankara is the one that acts, that works, that really. Sometimes I shout at you, immediately all the bhoots run away. Just once I shout. Yesterday you saw all the bhoots that were coughing, they all ran. Yesterday just I stopped. So you should understand that now as you are realized souls, you can also do the same. Use your right vishuddhi to shout at yourself. Now will you please stop boasting? Will you stop talking all this nonsense? Will you stop showing off? Then it will stop. Now this thickening takes place by people who really are active, who want to do something about it. Not that they are not active, they want to do it. But they know only one way is to act through talking. They don't understand that there are inner ways by which you control it much more. Because they don't want to take to that, they take to this talking. And once they take to talking and they talk about it, the whole power flows away. But if they do not talk about it and keep it within themselves, it's all right, you can tell me about your experiences or anything, but if you start telling others and talking about it too much, then the powers that you have got will be all disappearing gradually. And you will just come down to absolutely lowest level. So one should not too much talk that I have this power, or I see this, or I do this, which is a very wrong thing. I warn you, don't try to show off. You can talk about my powers, it's all that. But don't try to talk about your powers. When it comes, of course, to talk to somebody who is a negative person, or to tell somebody, then you should say that we, not I, we have, some of us have felt this power within us. We have seen people, it may be you only, but you need not say I have. What you have to say? We. Then you become the Mahatahankara. When you say we, yes, some of us, we do. Like in Gregor's book also, I saw to it that he should not have many eyes, but he should have we. We think, we do, we. Means the whole collective being, the whole collective organism, living organism of Sahaja-yogis. So you should say, yes, some of us have got. That means you put yourself down, but put all others above you. Say, yes, some of us have, I know some people have this. That's the way one should do it. Because if you have to overpower your ego, you must allow it to spread into everybody else. That's how.
Verily, Mataji, you are the doer and you are the enjoyer. Thank you, Shri, for endowing us on the continent of Africa with the blessings of Sri Saraswati, with the wisdom and the plants, fauna, and animals, how to take care of one another, and how to honor the earth and the elements. We are deeply bonded with one another and the entire world, and especially to you, Shri Mataji. You have never forsaken us. Shri Mataji, with the vibration still present of Sri Mahakali Puja, it is our desire to deeply imbibe peace within each of us. And we thank you for the manifestation of peace in the world. If only the eyes would see, they will know joy, like the African soul knows and expresses joy. We can end with a very sweet song by Raya, talking about becoming ourselves is the best way to know joy and to express joy. Thank you, dear brothers and sisters. Wishing you a very peaceful, pleasant, and enjoyable Wednesday, and looking forward to seeing you back again next week for our morning meditations. Jai Shri Mataji.
Kundalini Ma Kundalini God sape kripa. Become yourself. Kundalini ma with Raya Karo sape kripa. Let's go. Wow, wow, wow. This one goes out to all of you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Messengers of light. Whoa, wow. Wherever you are. Just sing it on. I am the instrument. I am the medicine. I am the healer. I am everything, 'cause you have to become yourself. Open up your heart to everyone else. You have to become yourself. Open up your heart to everyone else. You have to become yourself. Open up your heart to everyone else. You have to become yourself. Open up your heart. Open up your heart. I am forgiveness. I am innocence. Oh, I am serenity. I am everything.